of these people is too much.
Welcome, trendy people. It's Spring Trends on Western Spring Television, where we say it as it is. Here on Spring Trends, we'll look into issues trending. What's trending, who's trending, why they are trending, where they are trending, and we take reactions on social media. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei, welcoming you specially to this Monday edition of Spring Trends. Femi is here. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, of course.
In French, they say, is it bienvenue? I hope I got that right. Okay.
Merci. Merci.
Why are you saying merci like it's a merci of the footballer?
No.
It's not merci, they call it. You have to get the pronunciation correctly.
Idea is needed, actually. Yeah.
All right, welcome on board. Let's move very quickly to our first story for this morning, as we heard that Israel actually got an attack from Iran, and that has actually elicited a lot of controversy on social media and even all across the globe. We'll watch this video and we'll come back to talk more about this. All right, welcome back. And of course, that particular attack by Iran, as we learned that more than 300 drones were actually shot into Israel's territory. But of course, Israel says they were able to bring down almost all of those missiles. So there were not really major catastrophe done by those drones. And these have actually elicited questions from different quarters as to, is this actually going to lead to, probably a third world war or something? We are not praying for that, but people are putting one and one to get two, saying these issues, these talks of wars in different corners. Remember that the Russia-Ukraine is still ongoing, the Sudanese forces and the RSF is still ongoing, the Israel and Gaza issue is still ongoing, and now we have Iran and Israel. What is going on? Let's take reactions on social media at this time. Anthony Scholar says, well, let's see what the warmongers in Israel would say. I think Israel will surely respond. I do not see that attack ending like that with no response from Israel. And Ababu A says, why don't you advocate for peace rather than sensationalizing war? And Nick Winan says, let us pray for our civilians on both sides who are victims to government's lack of compassion and charisma. These are all reactions on social media as to that attack by Iran on Israel. Femi Ojo, I'd like your take on this. When you heard about that attack by Iran, of course, U.S. had actually warned Israel before that attack. You remember that there was also an attack on Iran embassy, which Iran said they were not going to take lightly, because that's like you attacking Iran itself. Your thoughts on this?
I think starting with where you stopped right now, it's Israel denied, neither denied nor confirmed that particular incident, but Iran said, we knew it was you guys that did it. And by the way, it was said that it wasn't really direct attack on the embassy. It was on the building, around the building, housing, the embassy. And they said it wasn't even the Iran embassy that was there, but a top commander of Iran died. Yeah. And then so they feel you are sending us a message, we will respond in light times. And that was how those missiles were shot. But almost all of it were intercepted, by Israeli allies, notably the US, the UK. We learned France was part of it as well. And this speaks to, where the big boys are having ball. Because I wonder if, you don't want to wish Nigeria will be involved in all of these things. We don't even want to be involved. Just leave us. There was this particular social media influencer that was, you know, trying to say the Iran should go ahead and Israel, you know, should behave themselves, you know, try to talk down the situation. People came for him and said, please, we don't know that guy. We don't know. We don't want to be involved in this conversation. Missiles and then interception. Almost all of it were neutralized by the allies. And then many persons believe, okay, there may not be, because it's like Israel. I mean, the US has tried to rein in Israel not to respond. Because the thing is, Israel cannot respond without the allies. They need those allies. And for the US, this is an election year. They don't want to fight. That's just, in fact, the situation going on in Gaza, Israel, I mean, the US has been trying to rein in Netanyahu to say, guys, calm down, you know. But
Netanyahu is not having all of that.
His own is, this guy will be rooted off the surface of the earth with what happened on October 7th or thereabouts. So Israel might not really tell you, because it will be like, you are not affected. We have helped you. They can't go. Israel has his own, you know, arsenal, his firepower. They protect themselves, the Iron Dome and everything. But another thing is this. They can't even afford to fight on different fronts at this time. They have so many things. Hezbollah is there. The Gaza situation is there. There are issues from Lebanon and the rest of it. But then it's not that they can't go all out for Netanyahu. Let's finish everything once and for all. But then he can't do that alone. He needs the UK. He needs the US. The US is Biden. This is an election year for him.
Yes.
Anything that affects foreign policy too much will have an adverse effect on his re-election bid. So let everybody just calm down at this time. But then this is the world in which we find ourselves. There will be aggression, there will be intervention, there will be mediation. But let everybody go and, you know, just like that popular tone on Twitter, Madirao or Dirao, whatever you want to do. From Oba Solomon, you must, you know, hold your side.
Always guarding.
Always guiding. That's just the way it is.
Yes, of course. And we should also advocate for peace, because that is the most reasonable thing to actually do at this time. Yeah. And peace is what we advocate for. War does not benefit anybody, whether it's the person winning or the person losing, because on both sides there will be casualties.
So there are warmongers who benefit, actually.
Well, let's move over to our next story at this time. Our next story is centered on the food price regulation. You know, a lot of people have been clamoring for the government to weigh in and control the prices of products and services, especially food, because people say we have had naira gains over the past 2 weeks, but it's not reflecting on our purchases. It's not reflecting on what we buy outside, what is happening. And people have called on, you know, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission to actually look into this and ensure that anyone, Nigerians that are opportunists rather, and they are taking advantage of this opportunity to make more money, are arrested and brought to book. And the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has urged Nigerians to report arbitrary price increases around them, and this should help keep prices on check. Reactions on social media, Olarowaju Adeniyi says, "What is a thank God? For price regulations to work, government has to tell us cost of item, then we can know if it is high or not. You cannot go to the market and start reporting Iyalata for a price when you have no price country." I bet it means to say price control. Price control will work for tea, noodles, and not meat. That's what Olarowaju Adeniyi is saying. And Patrick on X says, "Who are they fooling? They can walk into the market today and see for themselves. Which report do you need again? Everything is going up while dollar is said to be coming down." Obong says, "It won't work. The government should reduce fuel price and everything will fall." Obong is saying it's not just about the dollar issue. The fuel price also has, you know, an effect on this. But what are your thoughts? FCCPC is saying that report any form of exploitation or extortion rather by this by traders. But you know, the other person say, will I come to you and tell you Iyabayo in Alekuwodo has added prices to pepper and it's not supposed to do? Okay, we have this last comment here from Digital Diver saying, old stock have not been sold out. What kind of excuse is that? Even Gary, I mean, she's asking that question, or he is asking that question. This thing done there too much. Something needs to be done urgently, and I believe this is one of them. Your thoughts, Femi?
I think this is a multi-layer issue, actually. But let me start from here very quickly. We have a people problem that always want to exploit. That one is there. And you know that is only made possible in as much there is no regulation, in as much there is a vacuum. Everybody will try to get whatever they can get. But it speaks to us as well that, especially if the situations arises, would just try to milk it. And this is not a government problem. This is a people problem. I'll give you an instance before I delve into the other part. And you can bear me witness, and you know, people watching us as well. When the Yuletide is approaching, December period, things get more expensive. Drinks, food items, clothes, because Odumbo, there is festival, even festivities, and everything. But ask people in the UK or US, that is where they do bonus sales. That is where you get the cheapest deals. Because many of them want to start afresh. Whatever they are having, they want to dispense of it. It's a sharp contract. The only thing that increases over there is FA transportation, flight transportation. But common commodities, food, goods, all kind of sales, you get. In fact, you even see freebies. Buy one, get one. But here, everybody wants to. And this speaks to the rush that happens even on the transportation side. You see accident. Because somebody who's supposed to go to one trip, because you know many persons are on the road, wants to go to 4 or 5 trips, and he's tired, he slips off, accident happens. That's one side of it. But then we're talking about regulation. Can you fully regulate a sector that you are not a part of? Do you give them fertilizers? Did you give them transportation to the town? Did you help them when insects affected their farmlands? Did you help them in getting the produce to the stores? And now you want to control. How do you control? You can't control whatever you're not a part of. These are the issues. But then maybe as far as a matter of enforcement, there are ways you can come in. That the FCCPC say we should report. Excuse me, Oga, you have a work to do. I should report more to you. You don't know the markets. I can report. It's in my place as well to be responsible and perform a civic duty, but don't wait for me to report. We're all living in this thing together. And I'll give them, if they need the report. Evelyn, let's give them the report. It's a known fact that many filling stations are reaping people. In the words of Portable, they reap us. I'm not even talking about the increase in price. I'm talking about the quantity of the pump, the accuracy of the pump. Go there with a 5 liter and see if actually you buy a 5 liter. If that 5 liter water fare they give you will actually, you know, be what you can't. If you walk to 10 filling stations, hardly can you have 1 or 2. This is what they do. Is FCCPC telling us that they know that fair station managers and attendants reports? These are the things, and they should start from there as well. And I think the only way they can even have something to do is when they go to all these stores, retail stores, you know them, because those ones have, you know, price regulation. You can't even price it. The tags are there already. They can start from there. But somebody selling something in front of their house, somebody selling something in one container, or kubiku, kiosk is what we call it around here, you might not be able to do that because it's informal, but they should start with those big stores, by the way. But we as a people, that's where I started from as a roundup on this point, we should know that, you know, let's just do what it takes. The moment you can get a margin on your profit, that is need for you to make profit, but don't extort and don't kill others because we want to make
in 30 seconds, what about what Obonga said, that, you know, it's not about the dollar. Let the government crash fuel prices and we will see the reduction in prices of goods and services. It has a part to play as well, because somebody buying 250 at a time. We are buying 250, 180 at a time. All of a sudden, you are seeing 680, it's even 700 or more. These things have the way they will affect. But even if it goes down right now, Evelyn, if the government say we are buying for 300 naira right now, in the next 1 week, those filling station owners, they will never reduce it. All right, the next story this morning, still on money issues. $1 is now bought at BDCs at 950 naira. Reactions on social media at this time. Let's see what we have different reactions coming through as a result of that particular story. Lucky Gold says, this is good news, right? Why are people not celebrating? And Sir Jay says, anyone who knows what is going on knows all of this is temporary. Our foreign reserves are being depleted to strengthen the naira. It is only delay. When it starts rising, yeast will have nothing on it. And Rita Sunshine says, dollar is decreasing, but our government that should lead by example still continues to hike tariffs and taxes. Gas and electricity keeps getting hiked, but yes, you want only the people to reduce prices of goods. We are not ready yet. First, a government should lead by example. Businesses can barely thrive in this harsh economy Nigeria is operating. Your thoughts very quickly, Femi.
I think it's good that we are making some progress, but the issue now is it's not being felt, the reduction in the prices of things, and that's where many persons are thinking is, did we get here by manipulation? Did we get here by force? Or did we go through the right way so that people will see the effect? In February, we went to an all-time low, 1850, 1819. Now it's selling maybe 11 or thereabout or lesser, but it is what it is. The thing is, there are people, everybody wants to make gains, by the way. There are people who buy dollars to sell at exorbitant rates, but then the thing is crashing. Some of them will not be happy. But it's for the general. Let's talk about the greater good right now. And let me read a particular story. It's a life story, and this will be my contribution. Somebody says, somebody I know borrowed 18 million naira, listen, from a money lender to buy $10,000 at 1,008 naira to a dollar in February. Now, to pay back 19 million naira in May, 3 months. When the dollar gets to, say, 2,000 naira or more, that's what the person was thinking was going to be skyrocketing. Now, today, that 18 million naira is worth 11 million naira at 1,100 naira to $1. Now, he's now looking for to get extra 8 million naira to clear his debt as the 3 months is fast approaching. Now, he used his bungalow as a collateral. The problem is now that before May, the money fee further reduced to 9 million naira at 900 naira to $1, making him need an extra 10 million naira from outside to get back to his house. To get back his house, the bungalow is the collateral, is on the high stake. You know, the person thought, and you know, the way it was moving at the time, somebody even said the yeast has nothing on that person. Now the thing has crashed. This person now, and for people who are doing this, they'll be very sad at this time because he's already in debt. But whatever it may seem to appear, I mean, to be, let the greater number of people enjoy at this time.
But are the people enjoying? That's the matter.
Thing. That's where somebody, I mean, I think Ladeji said it on a program and said,
enjoying?
Did we get here by manipulation? Or did we really get here the way we should? Because it's not reflecting. But let's give it some time. Maybe in a month's time, we should have this conversation again. Let's
give it some time. We'll move over to the next story. Now, this has been trending on social media. A lady was actually, you know, accused of not having levels. You know, you're not big enough. And she was pushed by that accusation or by that ridiculing to post her net worth on social media. So she actually posted her account details of how much she's got in our accounts. If you can see it now, you know, you have about over $1 million naira in different accounts. You know, she posted that, and reactions. Don't let social media push you to bring out your worth. That's according to Spark. And everything you tweet says, a lot of people attacking her do not even have 100K in their accounts. She shouldn't have uploaded it though. She should have ignored. But let's not pretend the guy came after her unprovoked. That's lame. And Rita Sunshine says she's playing into the troll trap. The first rule is never cave in. Do not let online peeps get in your skin, because that's their aim for whatever words they throw at you. She's a grown adult. Keep emotions aside once you register for any social media app. And I think that last comment actually, you know, gives it all. Do not allow your emotions to set in once you're on any social media app, because you leave social media at your own risk.
Yeah, I think the thing is they whine her and she agree. Really. So at this point, person say you know get level. And you know
someone you don't even know.
One of the best things you can do in life is that people or your enemies don't see you coming. They never see me coming. And you are doing everything you want to do. You are getting somebody said you know get this thing. Okay, it's all right. And you know you are worth more than that. So the moment you press your account balance, let me now give you a flip side of it. So many persons will be in that lady's DM right now, say, I forget to kill. These are the way people do. You see somebody begging for money.
Yeah.
The person gets given 10,000. Somebody will go on that the person and say, oh God, find me 1,500 out of that thing. She'll go know how many persons.
Yeah.
Where the other DM say, you get 710,000 in one account, you get over 1 million in another account. I bet find me 5K. I never eat his money. Yeah. Someone will say, I want to buy Yela. Yeah. I want to buy, some
emotional
of these things.
Blackmail.
But, but the thing is, she caved in. That was not, by the way, the guy that came for her. Some things are lame. She don't get level. And now the lady feels the only way she can show that she has level is to show you the account balance. And if she has worked for it, for whatever she has gotten, that's the more reason you should hold it closely to your chest. No reason to these are the people that want to show off in parties. There's no reason for you to do that. Social media not too real. No allow person whine you.
In fact, social media isn't real. Anything that goes on there, just do it for enjoyment, for all the excitement, but do not really believe everything you see on social media.
That if somebody will get first degree, go they correct the PhD holder.
And that is where we draw the curtains on Spring Trends for this Monday morning. Thank you so much for being a part of our world and for starting with us today. Thank you so much, Femi Ojo, for your submissions. And to you people, ensure to have for yourself a good and productive day and week ahead. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei. Bye.